What's up everyone? Today I want to show you some of my absolute favorite drumming accessories, stuff I actually use all the time. I've got 15 different accessories lined up. I'm going to walk you through each one, tell you why I love it and how I use it. Some of these are super affordable, some are a bit more premium, but they all earn their place in my setup. First up, I want to show you my favorite tuning accessories. These are what I use to dial in my sound quickly, and they just make it easy for me to get a consistent result each time. This new pull cord drum key from Evans is insane. For drumhead changes, this thing basically gives you the same speed as using a drill like this, but this thing is tiny. You can literally keep it in your stick bag or your pocket. To use it, you just pull the cord. Seeing red means loosen and white means tighten. And it actually has an advantage over a drill because you can't over tighten your lugs with this. It gets the tension perfectly to finger tight across the drum, which means you're already starting tuning from a good place. And from there, you can just use it as a regular drum key to fine tune. I've been using this since picking it up at this year's UK Drum Show, and it is a game changer. It's basically all of my favorite drum tuning tools into one little product. Secondly, I want to show you this tool called the drum dial. I always tune my drums using my ears, fine tuning around the lugs, listening to different pitches, but I've used this for about 10 years now. It works by measuring tympanic pressure around the lugs, and it gives you readings, so it basically just tells you how much tension there is on each lug around the drum. I know lots of drummers use those frequency measuring tuners, but to me, I've not really got on with them. They're a bit fiddly, so I just like to use this. It's easy to use, just stick it on the drum, check the readings, and tweak as needed. In terms of standard keys, I use this Evans magnetic one. It's got this nail dial on top, which makes it easy to spin, and because it's magnetic, it actually stays on your drum. You're not going to have it flying off the snare whilst you play like cheap keys. I've always got one of these within my reach. And I'll still use a drill from changing lots of heads, like when I filmed my tom head comparison video. This little attachment goes into a power drill and gives you lightning speed head changes. It's used by every drum tech and saves so much time. Just be careful not to over tighten your lugs when using this. Next up, I've got 3 hardware accessories that are super practical, and honestly, I think every drummer should know about them. This DW Dogbone cymbal mount is super underrated. It attaches to any cymbal stand, it saves so much floor space, and it's just super handy, giving you an extra cymbal stand without needing another tripod base. It's long, flexible, and you can mount a cymbal at pretty much any angle or position you want. It saves a ton of floor space, and of course, being DW, it is rock solid. I genuinely don't know why more drummers don't use these. They are so good. The Tama Quickset hi-hat clutch is another piece of hardware I always have in my setup. It literally came in clutch when I filmed my recent hi-hat cymbals comparison. I changed through 10 pairs in a breeze. I also use it live, and it's been reliable every time. It's just one of those accessories that makes your life a lot easier. And finally, the Tama percussion table. I've had this clipped onto my hi-hat stand for a while now. It's just really handy for keeping all my essentials within reach. It's got recesses along the edges for drumsticks, a soft felt surface for things like your phone, jewelry or wallet, and it also has an integrated drinks holder too. It also mounts using Tama's fast clamp, which is really solid. The snare weight system is a premium take on snare dampening. Super refined, really well built, and more professional than gels or tape. I like how you can swap out the different dampeners depending on the sound you're after. I'll still use things like moon gels and EQ pods, but this just feels like a much more pro version. And although it's more expensive, it will last forever. I'm also a big fan of the big fat snare drum. It's a simple concept, but it works so well. Basically a thin plastic head that sits perfectly on top of your snare and instantly gives you that fat vintage snare tone. I love this one. It's simple, affordable, and it sounds sick. One of those accessories that proves sometimes the easiest solutions are the best ones. Lug locks are an often overlooked accessory that can make a big difference. They work by preventing your tension rods from loosening whilst you play. I mainly use them on my snare where the tuning tends to slip the most, especially under rim shots. They've got these little teeth, so when you put them over your tension rods, they'll stay firmly put. They're also mega affordable, so you can just grab a bunch and throw them on all of your drums. Alright, moving on to the kick. I'll show you the tools I use to help me get the best tone from my bass drum. This little cutting tool has an adjustable radius and just lets you choose the right size for cutting your perfect porthole. I've used it on all my kits. It's way better than trying to hack a hole out with a knife, which I actually have done before and completely botched heads. It makes the mic placement cleaner and the tone instantly improves once you've got the porthole right. I always keep this handy. Next up, this drum and bass hoop protector is another essential, especially if you're playing a nice kit. It's simply a rubber adhesive strip that protects your bass drum hoop from pedal clamp marks. The pack comes with 2 strips, one for the underside of the hoop and one for the top. I've started using these regularly. They're cheap, it just works and keeps your hoops looking fresh. And I pretty much always use a protective patch on my kick drum head, like this EQ patch from Evans. It adds extra durability where the beater makes contact, which helps extend the life of the head, especially if you're a heavier player like me and use double kick, or if you use wood or metal beaters. It doesn't really change the tone that noticeably. I'd say it softens the attack just a little bit, but in a nice controlled way. Definitely something I recommend adding if you hit hard. Lastly, this Sonitus kicker is hands down my favorite bass drum pillow. You just need to choose the one with the right depth for your bass drum, and it fits right inside. I find that this one enhances the tone a lot better than any other bass drum pillow I've used. Plus it's got a flat middle part that keeps a boundary mic perfectly in place. Plus it doesn't move around at all whilst you play. I've tried loads of pillows, but this one is definitely the best. It just works and it sounds amazing. Lastly, I've got one bonus accessory I want to show you because it's been a bit of a lifesaver for me. It's nothing fancy, literally just an A-frame guitar stand, but it doubles as a handy cymbal storage solution. I definitely don't have the space for more hard cases, one of those crazy cymbal racks you see in drum shops. So this has always been a really simple and practical solution for me. It's stable, it doesn't take up much space, and the padded bottom means the cymbals aren't resting on bare metal. For the price, it's literally been a bit of a game changer for me. It's so simple, just keeps my cymbals organized, and just lets me quickly swap cymbals out between sessions. There we have it. Those are all of my favorite drumming accessories that have earned their place in my setup. If you're interested in grabbing any of these for yourself, you can check the links in the description. Let me know if you've got any of these or you think there's something else out there I should check out. And if you like this video, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Gideon from drumhelper.com. I'll catch you in the next video.